I'm just going to go over and start my stream over on my Facebook group, my Border Buddy Facebook group. There I am. And we're just going to go live there. And then I'm going to pop over here. And then I'm going to make sure that I'm actually broadcasting with sound. Because we've had some issues, some technical issues. So let me just double check. See if we've got sound over here. And I don't. Oh, I do. Yay. Okay. Well, so far so good. So we won't touch anything. Touch anything. And hopefully I will remain live. Okay. So welcome to you guys. Hello, friends. Hope everybody's doing well. My name is Alison Sullivan, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is on the west coast of Canada. Sort of a suburb of Vancouver. Hello, Keisha. I'm afraid to touch anything because I just checked and the sound was okay. So can you hear me? I'll tell you, I'm having nightmares about my new streaming service because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, I think it's working because I just checked and it seemed to be okay. So you can give me the word if you want to just comment. Hi, Gloria, over on my Border Buddy group. Nice to see you over there. I'm just waiting for a few more people to pop on. Can you see what we're going to be playing with today? We're going to play with new products from the Mini Catalogue. And I can actually show you the catalog. All good. Oh, thanks, Keisha. Well, I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed. Okay. And Gloria, hopefully you can hear me over on my Border Buddy group, but I think you can. Okay, so I love a lot of the products in the Mini Catalog, and there are a variety. So if you like flowers, there's flowers. Hi, Leanne. How are you, friend? Oh, nice to see you. Leanne is actually from Perth in Australia, but she's actually like a friend. Like I met her a few times in person. Anyway, so she's a friend, not just a virtual friend. Not just, I hate that. Not only a virtual friend, because my virtual friends are good too. Anyway, there's lots to choose from. There's flowers, there's little animals, and then one of my favorite new ones is the suite. It's a big suite. It's called Storybook Moments, and it's got tons of new product. So let's try this. Let's try this. Let's go like this, and then I'm gonna ask, can everybody still hear me? Hopefully, yes. So hopefully it's a yes. So the other day we had a horrible experience. I cut out at 20 minutes, the sound. And the streaming service can't help me, so I'm not sure. Anyway, let me show you a few little cards from some of the suites. But one of the ones that I love, of course, is the one we're going to play with today. Get to it. Page. Oh, where does it start? Huge suite, page 23. Okay, look at this. Isn't this cute? And then we've got, it's what I would call a mega suite. So it's got 2 bundles, dies and stamps. It's got some embellishments, some ribbon, and then it's got 2 packages of designer series paper. Now, in addition to that, there are products. I've ordered them yesterday, so they should be here by the next time I do a live. There's some additional products in a new brochure called Scrapbooking Brochure, which is kind of cool. And they coordinate with this suite too. So lots of stuff coming. Okay, so let me show you some cards. So this is another beautiful suite. It's called Floral Delight. And I know you're going to say, oh, hi, Margaret from North Carolina, cold North Carolina. I heard you guys are really, my daughter said it was -17 in Toronto today. I don't know if that was with the wind chill or that's just straight out -17. And then you go outside and it feels like -30. I'm not sure. I don't want to tell you. Oh, -17, that's Celsius. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's cold. Probably just above 0, maybe. Anyway, in Vancouver, it's climbing up to 8 degrees Celsius, which is about 50. So 40, 50? No, about 45, let's say, split diff. Anyway, pretty good. All right, so Floral Delight. How pretty is it? Now, this one, when I was growing up in Toronto, we had a very popular bush there because I guess it can grow with the cold. is called a forsythia. I have a huge allergy to forsythia, but they grew in our yard. Anyway, I can't have them. I used to have one, and I bought this house and there was a forsythia, and I said to my husband, it has to go. A horrible allergy to it. But look how pretty this card is. So I participate with some friends of mine in a swap, and so I make 16 cards and then I get 16 new ones. It's so cool. It's sort of like a cookie exchange, only with cards. Okay. So this one here was created by my sister. Isn't that pretty? Love that. So that's using Delightful Wishes stamps and dies from the Floral Delight. Now, what else do I have so far? Look at this pretty one. Now, this is using quite a combination of products. This is a new embossing folder from the Ocean Friends. And then this is another stamp set and punch. I'll show you that in a minute. But I don't know, can you see this beautiful open weave gold ribbon? Isn't that gorgeous? So this is from the Wildflower Birthday, so birthday celebration. And then this paper, it's embossed, but it's hard to explain. I think you can see how there, you can see how the gold's embossed, right? Isn't that pretty? So I love that one. And then a few more. Oh, Memorable Blooms. This is a die. This isn't a suite, but look at this gorgeous one. And there's the ribbon from the Storybook Moments. We're going to be playing with that today, the ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Love that die. I wouldn't have noticed that die. It's here. So cool. And then look at this one. Okay. I know Keisha's going to, hi, Ellie. I know Keisha's going to love this card because she loves animals, right, Keisha? And whenever there's an animal stamp set, Keisha buys it. So, Darling Dinos. I was going to say Dino, but Dino? I guess Dino. Look at this. Is that the sweetest thing? We got the dies that match the stamps. Isn't that cute? How cute is this? So cute. What else have we got? This one here for the books. I really love this one. I thought of a friend of mine who is a librarian, and I thought, oh, she'd love that. And lots of people read a lot of books, right? So check this one out. Isn't that cool? It's even got, my friend Melva made this. Oh, I see. This here. See, I would never even notice this. This die here, you roll it up. Who knew? Obviously Melva did. And it makes a little tassel. Is that cute? So cute. Love that. Now, this one I think is going to be really popular. Hi. Oh, you love the dinos? Yeah, it is so cute. Yeah. Okay. I got to remember that Mama Zebwa is really my friend Leanne from Perth. Okay. This one here, Terrific Toadstools. I think this is going to be really popular. There is coordinating designer series paper you can earn for free. So when you buy the bundle, it's $53. You just have to add $22. So some embellishments, some ribbon, some other things that you would love to pick up. And then you're going to get the designer series paper for free. I don't know what page it's on, but let me just have a look. Here it is. Look at this. So on page 8 of the Celebration Catalog, look at this paper. I think it's going to sell out. So I'm just saying, I don't know. I have no inside information. It's so gorgeous. But look at these gorgeous cards. So bright and pretty. So you don't want to miss out on that. Okay. And then my next one, I did buy this stamp set, but this is a card I got in the swap. Look how cute this dog is. Oh my gosh. Now my friend Lindsay has I don't know if she's got a pug. It's not a pug. It's a Frenchie. She has a Frenchie. But I think this is why she made this card. I think this might have reminded her of her doggie. You're how old? In dog years, you'd be. There you go. Isn't that cute? Love that. So those are just some of the new products that are coming. Sarah would like it. Packing heifers to bring to Vancouver. Did she really? Oh, Sarah. Okay, so let me show you the main parts of this suite. We've got the Storybook Friends with the dies. I love these dies, these beautiful frames. Love it. Can't wait to color the doggy. I know, it's so cute. And then we've got Storybook Patch, also dies. Okay. Now today I am going to be using both of these But primarily we're working with the Storybook Friends, okay? I'm also going to be grabbing that ribbon I showed you earlier on that card, which is the scalloped petal pink scalloped ribbon. And then we're also going to be using the Storybook Moments Designer Series paper. So let me grab this. Great designs. And I see I can only have a little bit left of these. Anyway, they're 12 by 12, double-sided. Look at these images. Aren't they cute? Nice neutral, more images. Oh my goodness, more. So you get 5 double-sided. There's the other side. And then you get a whole sheet of these pop-out dies. Aren't they great? So you get 2 of those. So I'm having a class using these products, and you can find the links. I've put them on this video. So when the video is finished, you can find the links. Okay, let's get started. I started my card with just a basic white base. So this is cut to North America Imperial, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we've got a standard card. Okay, let's just give that a crease, get that nice and flat. Now I'm just going to set that aside for a sec. I'm going to grab this Calypso Coral. This is not a color I use very often, but it goes with the designer series paper. It's the color, one of the colors in the designer series paper. Okay, so from this one, we're going to cut out one of those frames that we showed earlier. So I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to just place it on there. Grab my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss and run it through. Oop, I don't want that to move. Now, the other day when I made the card before I lost my sound, and you know what? I'm wondering if I'm thinking to myself, I'm wondering if when I run this through, the bouncing did something to my string. Because that can happen, right? You can cut out, jiggle the table. So I'm going to take this over here so I don't do that. The other day when I was doing my cutting, I mentioned to you, just doing that. I mentioned to you guys that I like to run this die through back one way, then back the other way, then back the other way. And that pops out all the little bits. But for today's card, I thought, no, I want to actually cut it so that the pieces don't come out. So I'm just doing it like that. Okay. Now this piece in the middle, you can either take it out or not take it out. It's up to you. We're going to glue it down anyway, but I'm going to actually leave it. I'll tell you why. I have, hopefully in my little scrap bin here, this is one that was cut out earlier. So let's just take this and set it aside. And then I'm going to grab one of these designer series papers and move all this out of the way. Look at all these little images of these thatch cottages. So I'm going to take my die and I'm going to pick a cottage. I'm going to pick this one here. Okay, actually I don't need this piece. I'm going to move that over there. And I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm just going to lightly go around like so. And then I'm going to cut it just slightly bigger, ever so slightly, so I don't waste paper. Okay, then I'm going to place this back on here. And actually I can erase those. Let's erase those pencil lines. Let's not. I needed a better pencil eraser. I have my white pencil eraser, but goodness knows where it is. It'll show up. So I'm going to just place that down. I'm going to take my repositionable tape and do that so that it's not going to move. Okay. I'm going to go back over here. I'm not saying that that's what caused my sound to be lost the other day, but I'm trying to eliminate all issues. Right? Keep it as simple as possible today. with our fingers crossed. I think, Laura, you're the only one watching over there on my border, buddy. Probably the other day people thought, oh gosh, I don't know if I want to come back and watch her. But hopefully that's not the case. Okay, so here's my little picture of my, what am I trying to say? Thatch cottage. I am going to pop that out. I was thinking I was doing a different technique. Then on the back here, I'm going to grab my glue, my white glue, and I'm just going to go around the edge at the back with my glue, just like that. And then I'm going to turn this over and line it up. You could also pop it right in. Okay. It would actually just pop right in. I think I'm getting myself confused between another card that I made where I made it a bit bigger. So we're not going to really do that. I'm going to show you what we're going to do because I made it exactly the right size. Where is my white eraser? Here it is. Remember these little drafting erasers? There, that's better. So if you cut it slightly bigger, but you don't recut it with the frame, it'll stick to the back. But I had made a different card where I wanted this to pop in exactly. And I think that's what I just did right now. Let's just confuse myself a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. Isn't that cute? Okay, now back to my card front. I'm going to be gluing this down. Okay, and I think I'll just grab some images. So I'm going to use this one here, Little Hill with the cutout, sort of got the carrots and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to be using that. Now, I've told you guys this, but I'm going to keep reminding you that if you get the uninked white pigment ink pad that comes with the white reinker, it arrives uninked. Don't ink it. Use the Memento ink instead. Ink this up. Not only do you get a crisper black, but you don't have to re-ink it very much. It's like really keeps its pigment. Okay, so that's where it would be. And because I'm just trying to line up where my little hill of there. Okay, so now I can glue this down. I'm going over, I think on my first card that I did with this, I think I might have popped it up, but I'm just going to glue this flat. And we'll pop up something else. I see that this came out. This little one came out. So I'm going to just pop this one out so it matches. But that's all I'm popping out. Okay, that looks good. Okay. I could pop out these if I thought. I just wanted. Nope, I'm not going to. You know, when you start messing around, that's when things go sideways, right? There we go. So now I can sort of, I was going to set this aside, but not quite yet because I'll set it aside and I will stamp my animal. I was so worried that I was going to lose. Oh, hi, Diane. I'm glad you didn't miss me. I was so concerned that I was going to lose sound again today. I think I'm just not, my stamping has gone a little. Now I'm going to use this little rabbit. Now, he looks pretty small, but in reality, he's way bigger than the picture on the front. Okay. So when you get your stamps and you think, gosh, that's an awfully large rabbit, it's supposed to be larger. Okay. So there he is. Isn't he cute? So let's color this in with some Stampin' Right markers. I've got, glue that down. Light peach pie. That's going to be my carrots. I'm not going to do that right now. This one is dark petal pink. And I'm going to color the inside. Hi, Carly. How are you, hon? Nice to see you. My daughter's popping in to watch. Okay. I'm not going to do, there we go. So I want the inside of his ears to be pink. Okay. Does this rabbit look like Wilbur's, Carly? My daughter looks after her friend's rabbit. And when he goes away and he looks after her cat. It's quite a good little arrangement, actually. I'm going to color that's sort of the front of his little face, you know, where it comes down like a little patch on the front. I'm going to color the other side in dark crumb cake. So we've got light crumb cake and dark crumb cake. Here we go. And then I'm going to just really sporadically add some of the dark to kind of these little highlighter lines. There we go, and maybe on the pads of his feet and around the edge. Just a little bit of definition like that, not too much. Oh, so let me show you. Oh, your brain is trying to catch up with the time zone. Gosh, Carly, I wish I had an excuse. Carly was here visiting for Christmas for 2 whole weeks. And it's so hard. It's only a 3-hour time difference, but it hits you because you're kind of lying. You don't want to go to sleep because you can't. It's too early. And then you can't get up in the morning, right, Carl? The cold should wake you up. It's pretty cold there. 8 degrees here today, Carl. Shouldn't rub that in. Okay, so there's our widow rabbit. And then I'm going to use boho blue. I will miss boho when it goes on his little bow tie. So cute. Cute. So there's our rabbit. And we can go ahead and grab the coordinating die. Don't you love it when there's coordinating dies? Well, yes, we do. So I'm going to do our little rabbit. Remember, I always tape it down with my repositionable tape so it doesn't move when it's running through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Okay, I'm going to color in my little hill here. Now, I don't want to color the whole thing in, so all I did was I took the light crumb cake and I kind of just added it sporadically. I left some white areas. I didn't want it all solid dirt. Just a little bit of color. There we go. And then instead of using pumpkin pie, which kind of makes sense for carrots, I didn't want them quite that dark, so I picked up the light peach, and that made a nice carrot color. And then I've got Old Olive for my leaves. And of course, Peter Rabbit is going to invade Mr. McGregor's garden here and steal his carrots. I must say, the older I get, the more I'm kind of on the side of Mr. McGregor. It's hard to grow a garden, and then you get Peter. He's extremely mischievous, as we know, just helping himself. I loved Beatrix Potter when I was a kid. I read it to my kids. They had a little box set. But I was thinking today as I was coloring with my Peter. Well, he's not really Peter Rabbit, but he kind of looks like the Peter Rabbit. I was thinking to myself, gee, not a great lesson. Eh? Steal all your neighbor's stuff and don't care. Yeah. Because remember, we rooted for Peter. We didn't want him to get hit with a shovel and Mr. Farmer to get him, right? Oh my gosh, no, that's the last thing we wanted. -15, the wind chill is in the real town. Oh my goodness, Carl, that's awful. Here he is, isn't he cute? Okay, now, then I thought he should have a rabbit. He should have a, sorry, not a rabbit. He should have a carrot. So there is a carrot image. Now it's in the other bundle, so let me show you. Whoops. Where did I go? Uh-oh, went away. Oh my goodness. There we are. That was close. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. I had to move my, what do you call it over here? Please tell me I haven't lost sound. Somebody tell me that you can still hear me. I can't cope if you can't. Please tell me. I'm my own worst enemy. Honest to goodness. Everybody see me? A little bow tie, yeah. Okay, good. I think you can still see me and hear me. Okay. So I took a piece of pumpkin pie, and then I took the carrot from the Storybook Garden, and then I took the coordinating die, and we're going to create a carrot. So let's take the memento. Let's take the carrot. And I'm more concerned about the carrot on here. I don't care about the greens because I'm not using the greens. Okay. So we're going to grab that coordinating die. All good. Oh my gosh, Keisha. I'm so glad I am so grateful that you guys stick with me. I know doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it to not look like I'm an idiot when you're doing this, but you guys are so kind and stick with me. And then there's also a die that will cut out like the top of a carrot. We used that the other day. I'll show you some cards at the end here. We used that the other day when we were creating our little garden patch, right? All right, let's do this. And let's cut these out over here. Oh my goodness, that's funny. I jinxed or something. Oh well, I'm just human. I'm just human trying to craft with you guys, right? No biggie. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this out, and like I said, I don't care about the top because I'm not using the top. And then I'm going to grab my Take-A-Pick, and let's pop this out. There we go. Pop this all out. Here we go. There. Okay. Now take your carrot, and then all I did was go around like so, kind of close to my carrot. Go. Cut the greenery off, and then I want to glue this down. So I turned it over. Then I grabbed a glue dot. Of course, you can use glue. These are the glue dots from one of our stamping kits, or maybe it's from Paper Pumpkin. I'm not 100% sure. It's from one of them. And then I created a little carrot. Okay. Isn't that cute? Okay. Now I need a sentiment. So I've got some boho blue. Oop. And I thought that Happy Spring would be a good sentiment. So we're going to take I'm going to emboss it too. So I've got my embossing buddy. Let's give that a swipe. Get rid of all those oils in my fingers. I'm going to turn this way. And I'm going to Versamark. I've got my sentiment says Happy Spring, which I think goes really well with the scene that we're creating. I've got my Wow embossing powder, and it's a Wow. And this is the black, which is really, really black. Okay. And then I'm going to heat set that. Remember, when we're heat setting, what we're trying to do is melt the powder. And as it melts, it starts to rise up. It's like a little miracle. I'm sure it's some sort of special chemical reaction. I have no idea, not being a chemist. But there's something that reacts to the heat and sets it so that it's this really nice, glossy, popped up sentiment. I'm going to take a little cutter here, and I'm going to just trim this down. I think that looks good. There we go. I could have just used my paper snips, and then I think I'm going to just give that a nice little tail, just sort of like that. I actually think this is too wide, so I am going to use my paper snips. It's such a short little runway here. I don't think it really matters. And then let's match that up. And let's put all this together. So I thought he would be cute, popped up, right? So let's do that. And I'm just going to put him right here. He's such a little rascal, isn't he? Little rascal. And then his carrot. I was going to have him hold the carrot, but the carrot covers him up too much. So I'm just going to, I think I'll just put some glue on here. And stick that in like that. Just a little carrot that he's stolen because he's mischievous, as we know. And then this one I think I'm going to pop up. So I'm going to grab I think I've got enough of these little edged ones that I can just kind of put those on like so. You know, never throw out your dimensionals until you have added them to, until you've used everything. So use all the middles, cut them in half if you want, whatever, but don't throw them out until you've used all around the edges and everything. Okay. Happy spring. Here we are. Okay. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of that cute ribbon. So here's my ribbon. And I'm just going to tie a little knot because it's too bulky to tie a bow for this particular card. It's not bulky to tie a bow, but it is for this application, I think. Okay, so do that. There we go. And then glue dot. Whoops. Turn that over would help. I'm going to just grab a glue dot and stick it on here. Take that back off. But created a bit of a mess here, haven't I? Okay, we'll just pop that on like so. Okay, isn't that cute? So cute. Now, let me get rid of all of this in front of me. Push it all out of the way. And I'll show you some more cards. Okay. All right. There we go. So that's today's card. And the one I made ahead of time was this one. Get the idea. And then let's look at some of the other ones I've made. This one we made and had the unfortunate experience. It's so adorable. It is, Keisha. It's just, you can't go wrong with this set. So this one here, we were making on my live on Sunday until I lost sound 20 minutes in. But then I recreated it in a video. So hopefully you were able to see the replacement video. And then we have this one we made. So a couple of things. This one here, this fence is from the little pop-out die cuts in that paper, in the Storybook Moments paper. Remember I showed you there was a whole sheet of it? That's the fence. And then this one here was similar. I used a different sentiment from the set, and then I added one of the die cut rabbits. Okay, so fun. This is the Storybook Garden Patch, and this is the Storybook Friends. Okay. All right, so I told you about my class, told you that that was coming. Let me just bring you back into my other monitor so that I can see you. Let's do this. There we are. Like me on this side, I don't know why. So my class is February 1st for Storybook Friends, February 22nd for Storybook Garden Patch. There's links to the class. You get a goodie bag if you live in Canada. If you don't live in Canada, you can still join us and craft along with us. You just buy the PDF option. Oh, my nose. Itchy. All right, everybody. I'm so happy that actually the sound went. No, I did lose audio, visual for a bit, but we got you back, so that was good. Troubleshot that and it worked. I will see you guys hopefully on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And until then, I hope you have some creative time. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to end my stream over on my Facebook group, and then I'll end it here. Bye for now. Happy stamping, everyone.